Hi everyone, TomB here from TomBvoice.com. In this edition of Estel in Action, we'll be discussing how to increase your range and smooth out some breaks. One of the best exercises in the Estel voice training system for this is the siren. So here's how you build it. I want you to think of an NG sound as if you were saying sing. You want to use a high tongue. So say sing. Now once your tongue is planted there, I want you to say the NG and pinch your nose. Sing. Notice the sound cuts off because all the airflow is going through your nose, and that's exactly where we want it for this exercise. Now, I want you to go to what we discussed in our previous video about setting up those key components for safe singing. You're going to engage the torso for torso anchoring to a light degree, let's say a 2 out of a 10. Then, adding your head and neck anchoring, lengthening the cervical spine and lifting your ears. Breathing into that silent breath position for our false vocal fold retraction, and then adding the NG sound again. Now, from a sort of easy middle range, go down to your lowest note. Notice what it does to the larynx. The larynx goes down with lower pitches. Try experimenting with going up. Notice it goes up. So this is a great exercise to establish full range of motion in both the larynx and also the stretchiness of your vocal folds. Do that once again. So go from low to high. And notice what happens if you do not have the head and neck anchoring. So lower your ears and kind of relax your neck. I'll lose the range in the top. But if we find that anchored position again with our open throat, our false vocal folds, you'll get easier access to the high range. Oftentimes breaks are because we're losing the head and neck anchoring on the way down or the way up. If I do this, versus keeping the head and neck anchoring all the way down. So experiment with that. Purposely do it the wrong way, meaning drop the head and neck anchoring on the way down, and you'll see the effect of that on your range and the breaks along the way. The goal here would be to do about 2 to 3 octaves as quiet as possible. How you can go really quiet singing is to add some thyroid tilt or some sweetness in the sound. So think like you're a puppy dog. You can do the puppy dog sound and then try and take away the face. And see if you can keep it as quiet as possible as you found in that little whimper position. So the siren is a great way to warm up. You shouldn't need more than 10 to 15 minutes of this to get your voice in gear. And it's a great way to increase your range and help decrease breaks. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to share it with your friends around the world. And I look forward to seeing you on our next edition of Estel in Action.